Namaste or Salam Alaikum everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into a topic that's super important, often misunderstood, and impacts millions of lives right here in India. Muslim family law. You might have heard bits and pieces, but what exactly is it? How does it work? And how is it different from other personal laws in our diverse country? Let's break it down simply and quickly in both English and Hindi. So, grab a chai and let's get started. At its core, Muslim personal law, yani Muslim Vyaktigat Kanun in India, primarily deals with personal matters of Muslims. This includes marriage, divorce, maintenance, inheritance, and adoption. Unlike many other countries where there's a uniform civil code, India has personal laws for different religious communities. And this is where Muslim personal law comes in. The primary source for this law is the Sharia, which is derived from the Holy Quran and the Sunnah, the traditions and practices of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Then there's Ijma, consensus of scholars, and Qiyas, analogical deduction. India recognizes these principles largely through various statutes and judicial interpretations. यहाँ थोड़ा interesting twist है. While the general principles are from Sharia, the Indian legal system interprets and applies them. So it's not purely Sharia in its original form, but rather Sharia as codified and applied within the Indian legal framework. Let's talk about the big ones: marriage and divorce. Nikah, or Muslim marriage, is essentially a civil contract. It requires an offer, acceptance, and usually a meher or dower, जो पत्नी को दिया जाता है. It's a beautiful union, but it's also a legal agreement. And then there's talaq, or divorce. This is where things can get a bit more complex. Historically, various forms of talaq existed, like talaq-e-ehsan, talaq-e-hasan, and the now abolished triple talaq. The Supreme Court of India declared instant triple talaq unconstitutional in 2017, making it a criminal offence. This was a monumental change. This means instant 3 pronouncements of talaq are no longer valid. Divorce now has to follow a proper procedure, allowing for reconciliation and mediation. This change aimed to protect women's rights and ensure fairness. बहुत ज़रूरी कदम था ये. What about maintenance and inheritance? Under Muslim law, a husband is obligated to maintain his wife during marriage and during the iddat period after divorce. After the iddat period, the Muslim Women Protection of Rights on Divorce Act 1986 comes into play, ensuring divorced women receive fair provisions. Also, children have a right to maintenance. Inheritance, or virasat, is also governed by Muslim personal law, with specific shares for different heirs like spouses, children, and parents. It's quite detailed, and generally, a Muslim can only bequeath 1/3 of their property by will. The rest is distributed according to Sharia principles. Now, a unique aspect: formal adoption as recognized by Hindu or secular laws isn't traditionally part of Muslim personal law. Instead, there's kafala, which is the guardianship of a child, ensuring their care and upbringing, but without transferring parentage or inheritance rights in the same way as a formal adoption. Though, the Juvenile Justice Act does allow for adoption even by Muslims, overriding personal law in that specific context for the welfare of the child. So, what are the key takeaways? It's personal law, specific to the Muslim community. Sharia-based, but Indian-applied. Interpreted and codified within the Indian legal system. Dynamic. Laws like the triple talaq abolition show it's evolving. Aimed at welfare. With reforms, the focus is increasingly on justice and equality, especially for women. Of course, there are ongoing debates about uniform civil code versus personal laws. But understanding the current framework is crucial for every citizen, especially those within the Muslim community. Knowing your rights and responsibilities is empowering. So dosto, I hope this quick dive into Muslim family law in India helped clarify things for you. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button, share it with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe for more insightful content. What are your thoughts on Muslim personal law in India? Any questions or experiences you'd like to share? Let me know in the comments below. आपके विचार बहुत जरूरी है. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one. खुदा हाफिज और जय हिंद.